Yo, yo, can y'all hear me? Can y'all hear me? Let me know if y'all can hear me, man. Y'all, we in here. Let me know if y'all can hear me though. One salute. I see a salute. Give me a one. Give me a something. Give me a something. Maybe the chat going slow. I don't know. Ain't number 9 people up in this thing. There go a one. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. I was gonna get on camera, but my nose cut up. They gonna be making lies about that. But check this out, man. Hey, listen, Rashad, man, I'm gonna talk directly to you, my brother. Rashad, let me explain something to you. Uh, I don't know how to tell you this, but I'm gonna just tell it to you direct. Gilbert don't like you. Okay? Gilbert does not like you. You're an individual. Gilbert thinks everything about you is dumb. You will wear big hats, you'll wear wigs, you'll wear a crown, you'll wear your own clothes, and you'll wear it like you have on Louis Vuitton. Gilbert couldn't fathom himself wearing something like that and wearing it like it's Louis Vuitton. He is a type of guy that will follow the crowd, label ho. He would rather buy jury off another teammate than to come out with something that's unique that he says he likes. He's a follow the crowd, follow the leader type of dude. You're not. You will wear your own stuff, and even if everybody else think it's terrible, you will think it's amazing. And he doesn't have that level of confidence. Number two, the other thing you did wrong is that I ain't gonna say you did anything wrong, but this is when I knew, aside from that, that Gil doesn't like you because you call him out on his bullshit and you do it easily. You get up under his skin. He thinks you're a dumb guy and he thinks he's smart, but every time I see you guys have that back and forth, while he's yelling and screaming to the top of his lungs, trying to convince himself and the crowd that he's right, you hit him with one-liners that make everybody laugh. Especially you made that young lady Lexi laugh, and that's not a good thing. Gil don't like when anybody make a woman laugh around him. So I knew. If you want to know, in my opinion, why everybody is coming out and talking about you, is for two reasons. One, Gil has definitely brought Patrick Bev on there to try to discredit you a little bit because you beat him in the shooting game. So Gil is not the type that's gonna take it laying down. You beat him in the shooting game. You talked all that shit. He feel embarrassed. He take that type of stuff personally because his numbers could not shine through. And let this be a lesson for everybody who think numbers mean that's the A all be all, like LeBron say. Numbers don't got nothing to do with a man being downstairs on your yard, in your yard, daring you to come upstairs because he beat you at a shooting game and he want to whip you again in your yard. That's when you are a true hooper. You have to, you must answer the call as a true hooper. There's no such thing as, oh, I wasn't invited. I wasn't there. No, no. This man said he was downstairs in your yard, like, come down, Gil. And as a true hooper, you answer that bell. You forgetting what got you paid. You forgetting what got you where you at. If somebody talk trash to you about hooping, you don't go pull out your numbers. If some guy talk trash to me about hooping, it ain't about no numbers, what I did in the league. I scored 5 points. I averaged 5 points, but I look like Michael Jordan to one of you niggas. And that's a fact. Y'all can talk all that bus talk, and Gil and all them can talk all that bus talk, but I'll beat majority, well, 1% of America. I'll beat 99.999 of America. And I ain't just talking about my age range at basketball. And that's what people got to get through their thick skull, is that we are hoopers, and you supposed to be a hooper first, not a statistician. You niggas done turned basketball into being statisticians. This ain't about no statistician stuff. When I told MJ I wanted to play him one-on-one, he didn't say, look here, young man, you don't have the stats to play me. He kicked my ass. When I asked Kobe to play one-on-one, he didn't say, hey, young man, you don't have the stats to beat me. He just rolled the ball up and say, check up. I like hoopers. Real hoopers know what it's about. If I walk up on Michael Beasley and say I can kick his ass at basketball, he ain't going to try to cut me, slap me. He's going to hoop. He going to say, ball up. You ain't got shit on me. That's what hoopers do. If I run up on Jamal Crawford gonna start crossing. He gonna dribble that ball off his knee behind his back so many times, I ain't gonna be able to blink. That's what real hoopers do. And real hoopers can't respect these guys that's pulling out statistician stat sheets, because stats don't tell you jack shit but who won and who lost. That's what you're supposed to be looking at the stat sheet for after the game, who won and who lost. Not nothing else. You got these guys now looking like weenie dolls pulling out their stat sheets with a man saying, I could beat you in basketball. That's wild. That don't even make sense. You can have all the stats in the world now, but if I got the ball and you got the ball, we about to make some new stats. We going to 12, ball up. We about to make some new stats. So all this stat shit, that messed up the whole game. Because now you act like the stats tell the whole story. Stats don't mean jack shit, especially if it's a mano a mano. Hell, I might have to pass the ball to Kobe and MJ. But if we playing one-on-one, then they ain't out here. And like I said, I'm going to look like MJ when I finish with one of you. And that's what Rashad, when he beat Gil in that shooting game, because Gil's stats saved him, people. When he shot against Rashad, he lost. So shooter's supposed to shoot. If I ask lethal shooter, I say lethal shooter, I don't think you can shoot, bro. I don't think you can shoot better than me. He ain't gonna say, Kwame, look at me tell you something. Don't disrespect me. Look at my stats. He's just gonna say, okay, you think you shoot better than me? Ball up. Yeah, ball up. If you think you can shoot, check up. Enough talking. That's what real hoopers gonna do. Check up, no more talking. These niggas want to do more talking. They want to pull out stat sheet. Well, look, right here, you only average 5. So the stats say this guy's gonna beat you because he averaged 10. So I don't know what you're talking about. Analytics say you're gonna lose. Look here, screw your analytics. I'm gonna kick his ass, all right? Now come on, roll the ball up. That's how that's supposed to work. Yeah, guys, I'm gonna show you in these analytics how it works, okay? Analytics say the goddamn, let me get over there then. We'll swap positions. Since you jealous. And I'm gonna tell you another person that Rashad goddamn Gil don't like. He don't like Kenyon. Because Kenyon is a man's man. He's everything Gil not. Anybody that's everything Gil not, he can't stand. Kenyon is an individual. McCants is an individual. So that's going to put you in direct line of beef with Gil because he's not an individual. He's not a physical presence. He doesn't have an individual bone in his body. He's like the guy off Italian Job. I'm telling you. Gil is like that guy. I want all of y'all who listen to me. Go download the movie Italian Job. Go watch the dude who backstabbed everybody at the job. And then they end up buying everything that everybody else wanted. That's Gilbert Arenas. He don't know how to come up with his own thoughts and buy what he wants. That's why he purchased in real life. Larry Hughes bought a chain and he bought Larry Hughes chain. That's why when his other teammate had a car, he brought his other teammate, what's his name, McCullen or whatever his name is, he bought his car. He told all these stories. He buys other men things. He wants other men's everything. The boy weird. So that's why you wonder why you got the #1 show on YouTube, but you see Gil all connected with the ops. He with the ops. He with Anton Daniels sitting there talking about Kenyon Martin is stupid. All them other guys on the show dumb. Oh, you the smart one, Gil. You the genius. He's sitting up there. Yep, yeah, I'm smart. Now look at your smart ass. Your dumb ass ain't go to the meetings. And now the people say, the homeowners association say the arena is gonna be Zoom arena. They turned that thing into Zoom arena because Gilbert didn't go to the meetings. Talking about they. You didn't go to your own homeowners association meetings, and then you don't even want to take the credit for it. You don't want to take the responsibility of what you did and did not do. That's a shame. You took credit when everything made you look like a genius, but now it ain't your fault when the show got to move because your dumb ass didn't handle things the right way. Now it ain't your fault. You let somebody come up there and talk about one of the guys that helped you become the #1 show in McCants, and then you let the other guy come up and talk about Kenyon Martin, the other guy that helped you have the #1 show. You know who you won't have somebody come up and talk about? Nick Young. Because see, you read that 48 Laws of Power bullshit. That where you look at McCants as a underling. You look at McCants as a little boy that needs you. See, Gilbert is like a white liberal lady. Oh, he'll look at a black man. Oh, you need me. As long as he can be in position where he can little boy you. That's why he showed me and Carcino a personal letter that Rashad McCants sent this dumbass boy as a thank you. You don't dish your guy. He sent this to him as a thank you. Thank you, Gil. You know, I'm able to get a house. I'm able to do this. I'm able to do that. I appreciate the opportunity. This dumb nigga gonna send us the screenshot. Yeah, look at that. Look at me. Look at what I did for Rashad. He didn't have a house without me. That's how this guy is. This is how this guy talk. He let a junkie editor call Kenyon Martin Dutta Man. This Dutta Man. All because he didn't like me and didn't like Sino, called Kenyon Dutta Man for no reason. Everything Gil do is to humiliate everybody around him. He just put a goddamn a post up of Swaggy P. He just did a short of Swaggy P talking about, Swaggy P, go ahead and wash your mouth, dog. Wash the inside of your mouth. That's nasty, bro. You coming up here with the inside of your mouth nasty like that. And then Swaggy P wiped his mouth and ain't nothing go nowhere. So it looked like a bum bump on Swaggy P inside of his mouth. Looked like he having a little outbreak. It looked like, I don't know what it is, but it looked like an outbreak. And Gilbert Arenas highlight the man outbreak allegedly instead of just doing the show or either having the man turn off his camera. Everything about this dude is to pay people so he can embarrass them. He's scared to embarrass Kenyon Martin, so he had somebody else come up and talk shit about Kenyon and this dummy dissing the dude. I like you, Gil, but fuck everybody else on the show. Like, what? You ain't say nothing? I'm gonna show y'all the short. You think I'm bullshit? Swaggy P sitting there with something on the inside corner of his mouth. It looked like food. Salute to you, Sino. He wipe it off and it ain't go nowhere. So I said, oh shit. I'm like, why would Gil do this man like that? What the fuck is wrong with this dude? Like, that ain't trolling. He trying to hide behind trolling by telling his real truth of what he think about people. That ain't no motherfucking trolling. You don't highlight a bum bump on somebody's lip and all that shit, bro. If that's your man's. If that's your homie, why you doing your homie like that? He got this weird ass white boy goddamn comedy where he diss all the people that he supposed to be cool with. But when you do him like that, he cry like a little girl. He cry like a little girl when you do him like that. I'm looking at Swaggy like, Swaggy, how you fall for this? How you let this man disrespect you every time for a paycheck? The fuck? But yeah, he like to get people around him that need him so he can little boy him. But nigga, I ain't nowhere in the fuck. I'm gonna let you little boy me, nigga. No, sir. No, sir. Not no, especially not nobody, but especially not no motherfucking weenie dog. Not no nigga that buckle at the knee during confrontation in real life, though. Ain't no way. I saw it in real life. Nigga, no, sir. I done faced men by myself, several of them by myself. If you fold from one dude, nah, I can't trust no man like you. Weenie dog. What weenie? What weenie? And everybody talking about, why you back talking about Gil? Hey, man, this man went viral, man. I'm a content creator. Nobody want to hear that shit just because this dummy get out of control talking about pistol to your throat and catch charges and all that. That ain't got nothing to do with me. Shorty wanna be, shorty gonna be, shorty wanna be a thug. That ain't nothing to do with me because he wanna be a thug. But I'm reporting on the news you can use. And I know this fool better than most people. Shorty wanna be, someday gonna be, shorty wanna be a thug. Nigga in a regular residential neighborhood with good doctors and lawyers and good people. This nigga hanging with the Israeli mob. Too dumb to go get a ranch or something. You could have had the mob all at your property if you would have went and bought a ranch. Should have did what them other people did. You should have removed the Rancho Cucamonga. Wouldn't nobody be in your neighborhood. You could have moved out the Rancho Cucamonga and you could have been the king out there. You could have bought a farm and you could have moved out there. You could have did whatever you wanted to do. But no, you could have had the show out there. No, you want to move around good, fine people, upstanding citizens that just want to go to sleep at night, wake up and do it all over again. You want to move next to them and call them the problem. That's a shame. He gonna keep disrespecting Kenyon and McCants because they everything he not. He can't stand them two. He need them though, because they contrary to what that dumbass weenie dog shit he think. Otherwise, they'll just be sitting on the couch, agreeing. Brandon Jennings will just be sitting there high and smiling with everything he say, and then goddamn Swaggy, Swaggy, he need the job, so he gonna be smiling and shit with him. So yeah, ain't nobody gonna go against him if it ain't McCants and it ain't goddamn what you call it. Swaggy go against him every now and again, but he gonna keep that shit on the cool tip because he already know. He know how Gil is. Gil will turn that goddamn water off. Gil try to keep niggas around, he can turn that water off. But he ain't no real boss like that. These niggas need to go to the boss and circumvent that nigga. He ain't nothing but somewhat a boss. He ain't no real boss. The bosses is the motherfuckers who cut the check. You feel me? The bosses are the one who cut the check. And hire and fire. Not no nigga that talking about, hey, are we on this week? Are we allowed to shoot this week? Now he got everybody on Zoom. It's Zoom arena now. Listening to Gil and his big plan and all this. Kwame, you stupid. Kwame, you a hater. Cito, you dumb. You don't know what you're talking about. Now that shit done turned into Zoom arena. God damn, dog. I hope he get it back just for Kenyon and all the other guys that's on there. But man, you need to start listening to somebody, boy. I'm not gonna kick you while you down, but I am gonna say, I told your stupid ass. Now this is Zoom arena. The big boss turned it into Zoom arena. This is crazy. Got all them people with different backgrounds. Man, at least make everybody put up the Gil's Arena background so you can keep the logo and the brand going. Don't you be the only one with Gil's Arena holding on. It seemed like you holding on to 50% of nothing. You told me I had 100% of nothing. It seemed like you holding on to 50% of nothing, Gil. That's crazy, bro. You need to stop holding on to 50% of nothing. Because it's over now. It's over. Because you told us it's not a real concept. It's not a real thing. It's really nothing. So now that y'all are going to move the studio somewhere else and they build everything, man, they ain't got to give your ass but 10%. Now, Gil, this is the time that you put your money up. You can really do a power move. Don't you fuck up this time like you did last time. Let me give you some advice, punk. This is what you do. Now you put some bread up. Don't you allow Underdog to build this new facility that y'all got to rent or buy. You buy it or you rent it, and that way you get more of the ownership. If you let them build out and rent it, boy, they're going to give your ass $2 a day. Don't do it, Gil. You better learn from Cameron and Mace. Now, you said you want to be like ESPN. You better learn from Cameron and Mace, boy. I know you probably going to send us text messages hating on them, because that's what he do. When we give anybody black props, Gil will send us text messages. Cameron and Mace, they ain't got nothing. Them niggas ain't shit. Them niggas ain't got no money. Them niggas ain't like this. I'm finna get more money than them. You say, man, Shannon Sharp doing it. Even though I call Shannon Sharp a mule-tongued bastard, I still be like, man, that joker making some money, boy. He doing his thing. Gil will be like, man, Shannon Sharp ain't nobody. I got his agent. I got his people finna work for me. I'm about to get his deal. I'll be like, damn. That nigga just tell us all this business. All I gotta do is give a black man props, and then here come Gil to tell us anything. He can't hold goddamn water. All you gotta do is give somebody some props, and Gil will do the rest. He gonna diss the shit out of him. They could be his best friend. He gonna diss the hell out of him. Oh, you like him? Oh, he a sorry, no good. He ain't got a good word to say about nobody. He just everything. He just all world. That nigga ain't got a good. Oh. There you go. Man. God bless you, brother. All right, brother, you too. They ain't got a good word to say about nobody. I'm telling you, that ain't the kind of friend you want. That if somebody I want the friend that if somebody give me props and say I'm a good person, they be like, hell yeah, that's why that's my homeboy. Shit, he a cool ass nigga. Not try to take away from me and steal some of the shine. Oh, you like him? Oh man, that nigga there, man, that nigga ain't nothing. Come on, man, how you like him like that? You should like me. Look at me. Look what I do. I scored 60 on Kobe. That type of hey, look, hey, I know all them gonna watch the show, and they know that's the type of dude he is. Everybody that know Gil, they know that's the type of dude he is. Oh, Shaq got that girl? Oh, I'm gonna sleep with her, boy. I'm gonna try to get her, boy. And he'll go tell everybody, I sleep with Shaq girl, boy. Boy, just a runaway lane. It's just a runaway lane. A nigga will pop your side chick because you ain't got time for her, because you know you busy. Oh yeah, boy, I'm tearing the nigga girl up. It's like, nigga, shut up, nigga. I can't be 5 people, nigga. I can't be 5 people, nigga. Shut up. She wish she could split me in 5s, but she can't. Hey, that nigga gonna be mad because of that one. What? But Rashad, man, listen, man. This is what I advise people. If you gotta work with somebody like that, like Gil, then stack your paper and just make sure you ready to get your own shit. Cause that Winnie dog gonna make sure he talk down on you to everybody you come in contact with. And you don't want no dude telling everybody that you know he the reason why you eating and all this type of stuff, because that's the type of dude he is. And he ain't gonna respect you until you on your own and doing your own thing. So motherfucker can't respect you, you gotta get away from him. You see why I never worked with him. Everybody tried all that lame shit talking about, oh, you gotta learn to forgive. And man, quit trying to teach a grown ass nigga that's almost 50 how to behave, nigga. I know what I'm talking about. Maya Angelou said, when somebody show you who they are, believe them. And that's what this looks like. It ain't about all this kumbaya, I'm black, so I gotta be with everybody black. This boy say he a Cuban anyway. And just like Maya Angelou said that, I believe him. This boy is a Cuban. He don't like black people. And every time he encounter a strong black individual man, he got to talk crazy to him. So, nigga, I don't got to be around that. I know how to make my own money. I don't got to be around no nigga that think I got to be a hand-to-mouth baby and that he got to go around and telling everybody that he got did something for me. No, I don't need no nigga like that around me. No, sir. He love people that need him. So he can say, look what I did. Yeah, without me, he nothing. Make his little insignificant life seem better. Yeah, I did that. But see, I happen to know that the boy is cap. Because Tim, my homeboy, there's a guy named Tim. Tim is my friend. I know a lot more about Tim than he know about me. You know, I kind of been reading a lot of stuff that he write. He like to send a lot of text messages out. Tim do. So I know about all the cap and all the fake money talk that they be talking. Because Gil know who Tim is. Rashad know who Tim is too. Tim the guy they sent out to lie to these Negroes about paychecks. Allegedly. Allegedly, I think I snapped. Hey, Tim. Tim, you hanging around the wrong type of people, Tim. Ooh. Hey, fake it. If fake it till you make it had a face, boy. Lord have mercy. I can't tell who face will be up there first. His or Anton. Him or New Money. I don't know who face will be up there first. That shit crazy. Ain't nothing worse than a lame with money and a punk with a gun. Everybody know that. But yeah, man, Rashad, be careful around that joker, man. Kenyon, you be careful too. Because he'll try to throw you in the cross with somebody else. He already tried to throw me in the cross with Kenyon. Oh yeah, Kenyon gonna beat you up. Okay, for what? Hoping I say something so he can go run it back to Kenyon. I'm telling you, like, real little girl moves. Like, I try to tell him, man, I'm grown, man. You ain't gonna get your bad dude on me. I'm a grown man, brother. I'm a grown ass man, brother. I don't talk about people. I don't even entertain that. You can't call my phone, ask me about no nigga that I'm gonna talk negative about. Unless I really feel that way, and they already know it. Yeah, if I really feel that way, then that motherfucker already know it. Then I don't care. But yeah, man, Rashad, I'm telling you, I've been on this for a long time. I told Cino this for a long time ago. I said, dog, Gil can't stand Rashad McCants. Yeah, I don't even know how they able to be around each other. Gil looked down on people like that. He looked down on somebody with that type of thought process and that type of confidence. And there's a lot of people not gonna like Rashad because Rashad is an individual. And he was that guy coming out of high school and going to North Carolina. So imagine with that confidence, he is that guy. Imagine how many girls, imagine how much attention, imagine how much he had it going his way in high school and college. Imagine the confidence and he walked around with. People couldn't wait to knock him down a peg. You know how they want to do a black man that stick their chest out? Rashad walk around with goddamn crowns on his head now. You know what I mean? So, and he celebrate everything. It's like he happy about everything. That motherfucker celebrated a Big 3 championship. To somebody else, that might not be nothing. He said, you're supposed to celebrate everything coming from the hood. Everything is a win. Every day above ground, every day out of jail. That's a win. Some people don't see it like that because they so caught up in trying to accumulate so much stuff in life. And, you know, I'm so great in my reputation and, you know, my elitist attitude. They don't understand that, nigga, everything is a win. I'm sick of being around black folks that family from Mississippi, family from Texas. They got a lineage of slavery. They come from the slums, but now they be the main one pushing that white ideology like only 5%, 10%, B1. Bitch ass nigga, you half of your family can't read, nigga. What is you talking about? Half of your family can't count good. And they bootleggers. What are you talking about? Oh, we just gonna leave that half. Okay. That's what's up. True, I made that video right before all this blew up. Salute, salute. Cino say he made the video right before all this blew up. Damn. Perfect timing. Perfect damn timing. Another thing it exposed in that video, Cino, is about that thing about Worldwide West. I said it. I said, boy, all these niggas is in a go along, get along gang. All these niggas know Worldwide West. Who the fuck is Worldwide West and what does he do? How is he able to get down on the Wizards court to talk to me? You know, I'm very protective of my space. And where I come from, we look at new people as the police. Like, you know, especially at 19, I'm coming from a household where everybody sold drugs. So you can't just come up to me talking about I need you. And they took offense to that. They would take offense to my mentality because motherfucker, my mentality is that I don't know you. You the motherfucking police. And that's just that. I know I was the #1 draft pick, but I'm coming from where I'm from. You can't just train that out of me in one little draft pick. So who are you? You the police. I remember catching myself one day, motherfucker was staring at me, and I went on some, what the fuck is you looking at type of mode. And that ain't what you're supposed to be as a #1 draft pick. But Rashad McCants said on video, he said, I was slated to be the number 10 pick in the draft. And so I called Worldwide West. And Worldwide West told me, you got to win the championship and you'll be the number 2 pick. I say, well, damn. Worldwide West kept a guy in college. Worldwide West is on a Jay-Z song. Worldwide West could get in any arena. Worldwide West was at my practice telling me I need him. And when I asked him, what the fuck I'm going to need you for? You just going to need me. What am I? I'm going to need you. I ain't going to need God. That's a bold statement for somebody to walk up to you and say, hey, I'm such and such, you're going to need me. That's a hell of a statement to make. And I always wanted to know, what the fuck did you mean by that? Because ever since I said no to him, like I said, him and Oprah, everything about everything they wrote about me was negative. I just want to know why. Is that the game is that how the go along, get along game, get everybody to bend over on them couches? Is that a guy or a female make it to a certain place in life and then they dangle how your future go and how it's written? And some people can't accept what come with it, so they give away their moral compass in order to be looked at a certain way in front of y'all. Well, shit, I ain't give a fuck what they said about me. I told Worldwide West, I'm not gonna need you until I know what you do for a living. Then I don't need you. They took me to that goddamn Playboy mansion, and they could sit up here and say that I'm crazy, I'm this, I'm that. I left, and I still didn't divulge the name of the men that I went with, but they stayed. But I haul ass. I'm not getting in no grotto with no bunch of men. So this is why when I talk on my lives and I say, I think their celebrity come through their anus. These A-list celebrities, this has been a thing. This has been a thing. They take you and they don't force you to do nothing. Just like me. I could have accepted what they wanted me to do, and then I'm pretty sure everything they wrote about me would have been nice. If we would have did that whole, my daddy is the worst man in the world and my mama is the greatest thing since sliced bread, if I wasn't able to say, hell no, I'm not going to say all that. I was on the front porch my damn self, buying my own shoe. You know, they didn't like a young man to say that because then you'd have to give young black boys credit. And that's what we can't do. We can't give young black boys no credit for nothing. Imagine a young black boy that you don't need a degree. You don't for the life of me, I don't understand why they call back to back like that. But I can't understand it. And this is why I say I want every kid should want to be a bus. You know, every kid should want to be a bus. Is the sound back now? Somebody was calling me 2 times in the damn row. I hate when they do that. Let me know if the sound back now. Okay. But this is why I say you'll wish your son, everybody kids should be a bus. Because while they're slaying me all over the world, saying I'm a bus and trying to make it seem like I don't know how to wash my clothes. Because remember, they wrote, wasn't just a slanderous attack on basketball. This was an attack on me overall throughout life. They'll have a reporter and Sally Jenkins come sit down 10 minutes with me, and all of a sudden she know that I don't know how to wash clothes. I don't know how to dry clean clothes. I don't know how to do anything. A kid that grew up from the hood, that got younger siblings and that got cousins, you all know that's not even practical in the hood. You got to be able to do things in order to keep up. It's a fast-paced thing. You have to learn faster than most people. So to act as if I don't know how to dry clean when I can go to a store at 6 years old, 7 years old, and buy cigarettes and alcohol in the hood and walk that alcohol and cigarettes back to the house. I can go to a grocery store without a list and go get everything my mama said and don't lose one food stamp out that goddamn booklet and bring everything she said back, but I don't know how to dry clean clothes. I was signed, sealed, and delivered to go to University of Florida by my sophomore year. Not Prop 48, but I actually passed the ACT and on honor roll and really was enrolled to go to Florida. But all of a sudden, when I make money, they got to slander my name that I don't know how to do nothing. I go from that kid in the newspaper to saying no to two people, and now all of a sudden I don't know how to do Jack Judy. Don't make sense to me, but it's starting to make sense. Same way I didn't go on Vlad TV or Adam 22. What does Vlad TV do? They make negative, they bring on a guy in Gilbert Arenas to talk nothing but negative about me. That's the way of the world. Y'all are looking at the go along, get along gang. The reason why your average celebrity don't have that glow in his eye, because they had to compromise themselves in order to make it to a certain level, because they done worked so hard to even get to that point, to get in the room with somebody that now want to have sex with them, with some old nasty exec that now want to play with their booty, and they faced with a position to, now what do? I got to take care of my family. You better say fuck that. The family will figure out another way. Me, I didn't give a damn what they thought about the way I spoke. I spoke real. They used to bring post Sashia Jones, the head of PR down there in Washington. I know I drove her crazy, because they used to always try to come and tell me, they brought a black woman around, because I wasn't listening to no men. Listening to a man will make me turn up, because I ain't had no man around. So they'll play psychological games. Okay, well, send a black woman to go talk to him. They said Krista Chin and Sashia Jones, and I would chuckle to myself. I'm like, this shit ain't gonna work. If I feel like turning up, I'm gonna turn up on their ass too. But I'm not gonna turn up on them. I'm very respectful to women, but I'm gonna turn up on you in front of them. But they would play these little psychological games. That's why they love kids from the hood. They don't bring males around. They bring women to try to tamper them down. But post Sashia Jones, she would try to tell me and groom me into, you can't say this and you can't say that. And I'm like, why can't I say that? Because you're the #1 draft pick. Hey, I signed up to play basketball, not for y'all to take away what the fuck I'm gonna say. Well, you can't say it like that. What do you mean you can't say it like that? Why can't I say it like that? That's the truth. Well, you can't always say what you think is true. What you mean? It's the goddamn truth. Ain't that's what you thinking too? Yeah, but just you can't say that. Why can't I say it? So just imagine being 19 years old and everybody telling you what the fuck you can and can't say just because you started playing basketball. Well, you didn't start. You're playing basketball now. You got to control words, and somebody else. They tried to get me to hire a publicist. I'm like, hold on, who is this white guy? Well, he's going to be the one that say this and this. Hold on, so this white guy got to speak for me? What if I don't like what he's saying? Well, just don't worry. Trust the process. I ain't trusting shit. I can formulate my own thoughts. What you mean? Trust the process. I got to do all this to play basketball? The fuck? So make sure you understand what your kid getting into playing this thing called basketball. It's not all what you think it is. When you tell certain people no, you could have told somebody no that has a power structure that they don't like to be told no. I done told everybody no. God damn, I done fucked up, boy. John Thompson, God rest his soul, I told him no too. I mean, it was just principle. Like, he asked me for an interview. I get ready to do the interview. I sit down. MJ come in. He go, hold on. And then run over to go to MJ. And he thought I was supposed to sit there and wait until he finished the interview with MJ. But once he went over to go do the interview with MJ, I got up and I started walking out. And he goes, oh, well, you too good to wait on the interview? And I said, what do you mean too good? You chose to go do an interview with MJ. I understand. That's MJ. And he goes, well, I'm such and such, and I'm a Hall of Fame this, and I'm that, and you can't wait for me? And I said, see, that's ego talking. I was talking respectfully, but now you're talking to me with ego, so you have a nice day. And I walked off. So, because I come from a place where respect is first. They didn't know that I come from a place where you get your head knocked off based on respect. So they coming at me like a basketball player, and I'm coming at them like a man. You talking to a 19-year-old, but I done seen things that most 19-year-olds didn't see. So I'm coming with man principles already, and they talking to me like I'm a boy. And I'm just not allowing you to do that. I'm not waiting on you. You chose to get an interview with Michael Jordan, so go do that. I didn't argue with you. I didn't say anything. I just left. So he had ego. He thought that I was supposed to sit there, and I'm just not going to do that. So it's always been somebody mad at me for the way that I am and the way that I kick it, and I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that, but I'm not waiting on you. For if you ask me for an interview, I don't give a damn what your name is. I'll give you the interview, but I'm not going to wait on you to interview somebody else and then get the interview. Like, fuck that. You want to interview MJ? Go ahead. So, and you know, when you're 19 and everybody expecting you to be happy to be there, nigga, I ain't happy to be here. Nigga, I earned to be here. I'm not coming from no position that I'm from the hood and I should feel like grateful to be here. Yes, I'm grateful to be here, but respect the fact that I worked to get here. You're not finna play with me. So, Rashad, man, y'all gotta. I know you feel that way. I know Kenyon feel that way. So, don't let nobody play with y'all. Nigga, ain't no money worth that. There's too much of that going around now. They got Charleston White disrespecting people. They got everybody disrespecting black men and talking about don't be sensitive. You know, y'all just cry too much. Tell that to the J people. Tell that to the J people. They sensitive about everything. They'll have a rabbi come and talk to you about anything. LeBron James said they make all the money. They came and made him apologize. If that ain't sensitive, I don't know what is. Y'all only telling black men that don't be sensitive. It ain't shit that we sensitive about. You disrespectful. And we're asking you not to be. Before we turn back into them goddamn dangerous little things y'all think we is. Y'all think we some dangerous little things. You know, Biden already said it. I don't know why YouTube got a policy against the N-word. Y'all want to sit up here and talk about Trump being racist. Y'all the biggest grifters in the world. Go along, get along, gang ass. Y'all people got mad at somebody for voting for Trump. And y'all voted for Joe Biden, a white man that did not outlive his racism. Biden is on film still. On film saying, we got a Negro mayor. And he ain't say that. He said, we got a nigger mayor. We don't need no more uppity niggers. That's basically what he said. I'm paraphrasing because I don't want to get flagged by YouTube. But literally, the white guy that said, you ain't black if you don't vote for me, literally said, we got a N-I-G-G-E-R mayor. We don't need any more uppity N-I-G-G-E-Rs running around here. That's what the president, you fake ass pro-blacks voted for, that always want to disrespect everybody else like you so righteous. Biden called you the N-word with a hard R. That's maybe why his running mate was a so-called black woman who happened to be Asian Indian. He got to trick y'all even thinking he like black by getting an Indian lady that looked somewhat black. Shit, a damn shame. While Trump letting black women out of prison that sold marijuana, letting black women run the prison reform in D.C., letting black women do all kind of things. Real, actual black women, not ones pretending and wearing a red dot in the summertime and goddamn a dashiki in the winter. Come on, man, this is sad. Y'all can't get everybody to fall for y'all go along, get along game. All black people do not have to be a goddamn Democrat, okay? Luke, fuck you talking about me. We got till Sunday. Fuck that till Sunday threat, okay? We tired of y'all. Van Jones, grow a pair. Stop crying all day. Rolling farting, get in the gym. We don't want to hear nothing you got to say until you actually look like a man. Motherfucker look like a short version of my deal with no hair. Sit up here trying to tell us about masculinity and what's right. We don't want to hear that shit. I don't want to hear it. I got to see y'all get out here and chop some wood. Do something manly. Cut down a tree. Do something manly. So that way, because y'all talk all this black power shit, what if them white boys stop talking and then they get physical? That's what I'd be worried about. If the white boys say, you know what, fuck it, y'all been waiting on this divide this long, it's on, and they say, damn it, we gonna meet y'all at 3 p.m. ready or not, here we come. I believe Roland Martin to get on the plane and haul ass. Oh shit, I knew it. And them niggas done made them white boys mad. He'll haul ass back to Jamaica or wherever he from. He ain't gonna get on no front line or nothing. I'm tired of all you so-called scholars running y'all damn mouth, talking all strong, and then bringing women next to y'all, talking all that shit, screaming and spitting on mics. What's gonna happen if these white boys say, I'm tired of all y'all talking? I'm sick and tired of all this talking. We finna come out them woods. And they've been skinning bears. They've been skinning apex predators. Have y'all been seeing what's going on? This white boy, now I used to see this shit on the National Geographic. Now every other YouTube page got a regular ass old white boy jumping on the back of a gator, tying tape around his mouth, and then turning his ass into gator nuggets. Now the last time I checked, I don't know not one nigger jumping on the back of no gator and turning them into gator nuggets. Now, gator tastes like shrimp. I done had it several times. But when I eat gator, I'm sitting down at a restaurant where I got a knife, a fork, my mace in my pocket, and probably my firearm on my hip. I'd be damned if I'm jumping on the back of a gator to goddamn get me a meal. Now, that's what they got on their side. People that'll jump on gators, chase down wolves and shoot them, round up coyotes, chase down boars and jump on their back when a dog bay them and slice their throat. That's what they working with, slinging a wild 300-pound boar across their back or dragging it back to their camp and skinning that, hanging it up, bleeding it dry and cooking it. That's what they got on their side. Now, what the fuck is a out of shape Roland Martin or some woman that somebody done been letting talk for so long that she actually think she's stronger than a goddamn man until he come up and show their ass they not. And then she gonna be hollering for a man. But just the men that she hanging around happen to think that they her. So how the fuck is that gonna work? You hollering next to a man that think he you, girl. So you might want to hang with actual men so you know when to talk and when not to. And when you know when to come with respect and when not to, because every time don't require disrespect. Look at this joker right here. Tell them to come on and see. Man, let me tell you something, man. I lived up the street from a hunting club, about 300 men. And that hunting club of 300 men run through and take over Atlanta in a matter of a few hours. Because half the Negroes that will run, after they lay down the smack down like I know they would, because you wouldn't even see most of them coming. They'll be soup. The last thing you would hear is soup, soup, soup. Well, you'll be hearing them bullets whiz by your goddamn head. You'll be looking around like, where the fuck they at? They 300, 400, 500 yards away. How you gonna shoot at somebody you can't even fucking see? You keep thinking a switch gonna work when you can't even see the motherfucker that laying up somewhere covered up with goddamn green on, looking like a dirt pile, shooting at your ass. So come on, man. Let's get for real, man. Let's not tell them. Let's not provoke that. Let's not do that. Okay. Let's use our power, which is our economics, which is our brain. It's not our fault that they wait on our trillions of dollars that we spend every year. We just got to control the way they spend it. We just got to control the way we spend it. You ain't got to drop one blood. The reason why they respect every other race is because they put their race first. They spend with their race. I'm waiting for y'all to really start holding your celebrities accountable instead of y'all wanting to see your celebrities ride in goddamn Chevys and shit and all kind of Maybachs, and y'all idol worship them for no reason. There should be the guys who building back into their communities like Rollo and the people that's I see doing it like T.I. Build back into your communities where you controlling where people stand and how they living. Put some restaurants that's actually worth a fuck in the community that respect people and let's spend our money in our own damn community. And then you'll get a way more respect like that than talking about fighting some damn body. Because trust me, nothing make that white man respect you other than violence, which they got that shit sold up. They got the police on their side, federal agents, all that. Violence ain't gonna work. They're gonna have the police, National Guard, all that. The money is what gonna make them come to their knees. They respect that money. And boy, we got a lot of money. I know you don't believe it, but we got a lot of fucking money. We don't keep it, but we got a lot of money. So what you do with that money is how they gonna respect you. We start building up in our own community, start being the ones that go to our own restaurants, our own gas stations, our own nightclubs, and trust me, they'll start coming to you saying, hey, what y'all need for us to start back talking to us? Tell me what you need, please. But see, they got too many gatekeepers getting paid to keep you niggas emotional and thinking that you need the white tit. That's what it is. But we'll save that for another live. Because I want my editor to go ahead and do their thing and chop this up. See, when I talk like this, y'all be like, man, this going all over the place. Good, it's supposed to, because guess what? My editor can make a whole new title based on something else that I was talking about in this live. We'll keep the Gil stuff, but the other stuff, we turn it into a whole nother thing. So, yeah. $1 trillion FBAs each year. Huh. But they say we ain't got no money. That sounds like money to me. If I control you got a $2 trillion budget. What's the game plan? What you gonna do with it? You still gonna spend it on Cadillac, liquor, hoes, and goddamn on cars and jewelry? Or you gonna start spending it on some property, put it in the land so that you can look at yourself like a man or a woman and nobody control what you got going on? Because that's what everybody else doing. To my bands and make them dance. They make money off the prison system treats while it's on the stock market. Yeah. But see, they got us black folk, they pumping that culture to only us. They pumping drill music to us, and we steady thinking this is the hot shit to do. They pumping us drill music, over-sexualized activities so that people can have out of wedlock sex, create babies, because most people ain't just being irresponsible for themselves. They being irresponsible and bring lives into that irresponsibility. And they get financially benefited by that. But those boys gonna go to prison. They already got a slot, a number of boys that's gonna fill them prisons up. So that's what it's about. They don't give you that welfare check. They gonna give you that that stipend, and you gonna give them your son. Cause look how many women in the hood can say, well, my boy done been to jail, he done been to prison just once. Cause for that money is not free. That money is for your son. And if you notice, a lot of single mothers, they all have a bunch of sons. They love them. They get the most money for those sons. They're going to put that boy on ADHD medicine, and they're going to give you an extra check. You ain't going to ask why. Why are you giving me an extra $800? So that way you could turn your head and never ask why your son over there looking like that, why he making decisions that he making, why he looking like it's a person inside of him looking depressed out at you. Because you putting him on this goddamn medicine that's dumbing him down and he can't think. When this boy is just a little too hyper for this classroom. That doesn't mean you dope him up. I don't dope up my dog because I got to take my dog on walks. Guess what happens? I go run my dog a little extra, get the energy out of my dog, and guess what? It's a totally different dog. They know how to work with male dogs. They know how to get the energy out of them and make them good animals, but they don't. We animals too. You set a dog up in the room the whole time and watch what happens. They're gonna tear your whole fucking house up. You don't sit there that goddamn long. You gotta change the way that they're doing these school systems. Boys need to stand up. Boys need to be interactive, using their hands, building stuff, and you won't have so many behavior issues. There's some kids that like to draw. You put a pen and paper in front of them, you'll get them sitting still for the longest because that's what you done piqued their interest. Schools are not designed to get the best out of your kid no more. They're over glorified daycares and concentration camps. Not concentration camp, but little test studies for your kids now. They're running little tests, mental tests on these kids, in my opinion. They ain't giving them nothing that they really need. You need math every day. You need reading every day. Your comprehension skills every day. You need science every day. You break down the science of everything. You don't need all this other stuff that they trying to give them. Said coding is dope. Yes, it is. It's the whole damn future. Everything going towards AI, but they won't teach it to the kids though. They'll teach it to certain kids. If they love the future, why not teach them all? Why not make our entire population of children the smartest children in the world? Why only some kids with the right zip code get that education? So that's why I fuck with Trump school choice. Y'all try to make it about people and not policy. They don't even want y'all to know the policy because they want you caught up in liking people. If you don't like that person, you don't look at the policy. No, I want to take this stipend and be able to take this shit over to a nicer school district so that my kid can have a better opportunity. Well, I don't got no way to take it. Okay, take your Section 8 voucher if you got one and move to a nicer neighborhood. Now you can take that shit all over the town damn near. But hey, that's my time. I'm up out of this thing. I appreciate everybody who super chatted. There was a few of them. And I appreciate everybody for listening. I'm up out of this thing. I'm done.